This is their life. Victor French. Victor Edwin French, December 4, 1934, June 15, 1989, was an American actor and director. He is remembered for roles on the television programs Little House on the Prairie, Highway to Heaven, and Carter Country. Born in Santa Barbara, California, to an Armenian mother and Ted French, an actor and stuntman who appeared in westerns in the 1940s, French later appeared with his father in one episode of Gunsmoke, titled Prime of Life, in 1966, as well as a war film in 1963 called The Quick and the Dead, which was produced by the Theater Arts Department of Los Angeles Valley College in Van Nuys, which Victor French attended. Following in his father's footsteps, French also began his television career as a stuntman in mostly westerns and anthology shows. During this period, he guest starred in some 39 television series. French's first real western role was in the 1961 episode The Noose of the syndicated series Two Faces West. French was cast as Larimore in the episode Fargo on the ABC Warner Brothers Western series The Dakotas. He also played in two of the most humorous episodes of the series Daniel Boone, starring Fess Parker. French appeared 23 times on Gunsmoke, often playing a crook, whether dangerous or bumbling. French guest starred in another episode titled Matt's Love Story, in which Dylan falls in love with the character played by Miss Michael Learned. The appearance led to French's re-teaming with Learned in a guest actor role on The Waltons a year later. This led to his being cast in his most well-known role as Mr. Edwards in the series based on the books of Laura Ingalls Wilder titled Little House on the Prairie, beginning in 1974. In other work, French also starred opposite Elvis Presley in the 1969 western Charo, and played the recurring character Agent 44 in the NBC series Get Smart in 1965-1966, where he portrayed an undercover spy who showed up in the worst, most unlikely of places, and appeared in a few episodes of Bonanza with Michael Landon. The two young actors found considerable common ground and became each other's best friends as a result. Shortly before being teamed up once again, in 1973, French made a guest appearance on Kung Fu as a corrupt, bigoted sheriff. French also guest starred in episode 24, Trial by Fury, of season 2 of Mission Impossible, in which he played the informer in a prison. In 1976, French appeared in an episode of the western series Sarah. In 1982, French appeared in the film An Officer and a Gentleman as the stepfather of protagonist Paula Pokrivki, played by Deborah Winger. French is most widely known for co-starring with Michael Landon on two television series. He appeared on Little House on the Prairie, 1974 to 1977. From 1977 to 1979, he left Little House to star as a small-town Georgia police chief in Carter Country. When the series ended, the actor was surprised that Landon was agreeable to his returning to the character of Mr. Edwards in 1981. French appeared in episode 8 of season 6 and episode 8 of season 8, then returned full-time starting with episode 19 of season 8 as Isaiah Edwards. French also directed some episodes of Little House. He appeared on Highway to Heaven, 1984 to 1989, as Mark Gordon. According to interviews with Cindy Landon and Kent and Susan McCrae on the A&E DVD release of Highway to Heaven Season 3, French and Michael Landon were, quote, crazy about each other, unquote, indicating that they always made each other laugh and enjoyed each other's company. Cindy Landon mentions that French was a quiet and reclusive kind of guy, as opposed to Landon's outgoing personality. French died at the age of 54 on June 15, 1989, at Sherman Oaks Community Hospital in Los Angeles, California, after a 3-month battle with lung cancer. In 1998, French was inducted into the Western Performers Hall of Fame at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City.